Hi, this is Mr. Rutherford. In this problem, we will learn to subtract positive integers. Subtract 6 minus 11. What we can do is we can change this to 6 plus a negative 11, which is the opposite of 11, and this equals negative 5. One way we can illustrate this a little bit better to check our answer is using a number line. So we start at 0, and my first number is a positive 6, so I'm going to move 6 units to the right. So we'll indicate that with a plus 6. Then, from positive 6, we will move 11 units to the left. And I'll indicate that with a negative 11. Notice that we finish here at negative 5. So using this check method of our number line, we got the same answer as we did when we changed it to a positive, an addition of a negative, which was negative 5.
Our last instructional video showed that I can rewrite a subtraction problem into an addition by using the additive inverse. So in this particular problem on page 216, problem number 1, I can rewrite 8 take away 13 as an addition problem, which would read 8 plus a negative 13. I can use either counters, the positive and minus counters, or I can use number lines to determine that this will equal negative 5. Problem number 2, negative 7 take away 7. Again, I will rewrite this subtraction problem as an addition problem. Negative 10 plus a negative 7. I can see that both of my add-ins are negative, and remember our rule. If both add-ins are negative, my sum will also be negative. So 10 plus a negative 7 equals negative 17.
This is Mrs. Dawson. Subtract negative integers. Find negative 12 minus negative 7. Let's write the original question, negative 12, and we're going to subtract a negative 7. Subtracting a negative means we'll end up adding. Negative 12 plus 7. And then we'll simplify. Negative 12 plus 7 is negative 5. So negative 12 minus negative 7 is equal to negative 5.
In the last video, it described subtracting a negative as being the same thing as adding. We can rewrite problem number 3. Instead of saying 1 take away a negative 2, this would be a 1 plus 2, which equals 3. We will take the same steps in this problem, negative 10 take away a negative 7. Again, subtracting a negative is actually a positive. So we can rewrite this problem as negative 10 plus 7. Negative 10 plus 7 equals negative 3. In problem number 5, you can see that our absolute value is coming back into play. So let's take it step by step and do the first set of absolute value. I know that 6 take away 10 is going to give me a negative 4. Keeping that in our absolute value brackets. And the absolute value of negative 8. Now, let's go ahead and take this part to the next step. The absolute value of negative 4 is 4. Take away the absolute value of negative 8 is 8. I now have 4 take away 8, which I can rewrite as 4 plus negative 8. I know that 4 plus negative 8 is negative 4. Press pause on this video to do your work for problems 1 through 4. Once you've completed those problems, play the video again so you can check your work. Now press pause. In problem number 1, you will see that 14 take away 7 can be rewritten as 14 plus a negative 17. 14 plus negative 17 equals negative 3. Problem number 2. I can rewrite 14 minus a negative 10 as 14 plus 10, which would equal 24. Problem number 3. 12 take away 26 can be written as 12 plus negative 26. This is going to equal negative 14. Problem number 4. I have a negative absolute value of 3 take away 4. 3 take away 4 is negative 7. Take away the absolute value of negative 1. If I have the absolute value of negative 7, that is 7. But this negative here has to be carried down. So negative 7 take away 1 can be rewritten as negative 7 plus a negative 1, which gives me negative 8. Now turn to page 219. Your homework tonight is to do problems 1 through 13.